So we analyze the motorcycle dynamics in order to tune the chassis to have the behavior or the character that we want. Now we have a few commonly known parameters, but you'll find that everything is connected. So as you change one measurement, it's going to knock onto everything else. So it makes it quite difficult to determine what changes you should actually make or how those changes will actually affect the handling. So in this series, we're going to be taking a holistic approach to break down and explore this complicated web of geometry and physics. Now, holistic means that everything is connected, so we need to examine everything as a whole, but first, to understand the relationships, we break it down, starting with the wheelbase. Now, the wheelbase is not fixed geometry. We consider it dynamic, as it's always changing because of other variable geometry, like your chain adjustment, for example. If you have a new chain, it's generally going to be shorter, which pulls that rear wheel forward. And as it gets older, the chain, we have to adjust it, which allows the rear wheel to sit further back, extending the wheelbase. In the simplest of terms, this is the horizontal distance between the front and rear wheel centers. Generally, a longer wheelbase provides more stability and comfort at the expense of being a little bit less agile, being slower to steer, requiring more effort to steer, and having a longer turning radius. On the other hand, a shorter wheelbase allows for faster handling, more easier cornering, less effort is required to get an output from the motorcycle. They are more agile, but they can feel a bit more twitchy. That's because they're more sensitive to inputs. It's a balance of stability versus agility. Now we can also consider the wheel radius. If there is a difference in diameter between the front and rear wheel, there's going to be an angle involved in that equation, which is going to shorten the wheelbase. And that angle can be created by a number of things. So take, for instance, the rim size with a different tire profile, or even the tire pressure, because that's also going to affect the profile and also the amount of compression it's going to undergo. Now these are related to your basic maintenance, highlighting that even just touching the surface, regular maintenance like this can also affect your handling. Then we can consider your forks or your front suspension. As it compresses, we're actually going to have a shorter wheelbase, and as they extend, we're going to have a longer wheelbase. And as for the rear, as that compresses, it's the opposite. We have a longer wheelbase, and as it extends, we have a shorter wheelbase. And these variables are initially designed in the hardware: the suspension length, the spring stiffness, preload, and for the rear we factor in the linkage. But dynamically these will be changing because of external forces like weight transfer, and from internal forces created by the engine and the chassis geometry like squat. Now there's one more big factor in motorcycle geometry which hugely alters not just the wheelbase, but directly affects the balance of agility and stability. That is the rake angle. And if we fix the chassis and just manipulate the rake angle, the steeper the rake, the shorter the wheelbase. The shallower, the longer the wheelbase. The simple comparison is a short sports bike versus an American chopper. Now this is probably the simplest of parameters, but you should already be able to appreciate the complex web of mechanical relationships that we're dealing with here, which is exactly why we're taking this holistic approach to map out the relationships and paint a clearer picture. So I hope you find this subject interesting. Thank you for your time and join me in the next one as we continue building on this.